excavating. It's going down. Y'all know how I love real estate, and I usually like to build and go up. We going underground now. One time for all my doomsday preppers. Elon Musk, I see you. I saw your ground plans. I'm impressed. But guess what? My bunker gonna have a garage. My bunker gonna have wings. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, we breaking ground. Huge excavations. You gotta have your fluids. I got a water maker, a machine that makes water out of H2O. I got a water maker. We got our canned goods. So if you thinking the brothers ain't ready, we ready. I'm excavating.
Shalom. Call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida, and I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And real quick, man, okay, I'm going to go into this video about this guy, Rick Ross, talking about how he's making a bunker, he's building a bunker. And not just him, but all these celebrities and, millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires are all making bunkers, okay? And they're rushing to make these bunkers. And the reason why is because they know what's coming, okay? They know what's coming. But a bunker is not going to save you, you lost, 2/3 niggas that got you a little money here in America, man. And this guy, Rick Ross, think it's a competition. He talking about he got a water maker, it makes water out of H2O, which water is H2O. He's talking about it can make water out of oxygen. It can break down, or it can pull the oxygen out of the air and make water. It shows you don't know what he's talking about, all right? But just the fact that everybody's, rushing to make these bunkers lets you know something is coming. Now, I got a few tweets. Let me start off with this right here. It says, Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, it says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Okay, so the first thing you should do for you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians, is be seeking the kingdom of the Most High, seeking the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, and truth and sincerity, in hopes to be saved through them. Because trying to build a bunker is not, it's not going to save you, man. Okay, it's not going to save you. But the people that are of this world, they know that they have sold out. They have gotten their consolation here. So in their mindset, they're going to, use their money to try to save them. All right, so I got a few scriptures lined up that I want to grab as well. First, let me bring this back, and then I'll grab the rest of these tweets. It says, Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal." Like, these earthly treasures. This guy, he has all the cars, the multi-million-dollar mansions, and yada, yada, yada. Now he's building a bunker, but, hey, a thief can break in that bunker. A thief can break in your house. Rust and moth can corrupt those riches. It says, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven," which is what we do, "where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, nor thieves do not break through and steal." Okay, so we're laying up for ourselves treasures in heaven. That's why we do these shows, these videos, putting in this work, putting our lives and our freedom on the line for the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's laying up our treasures in heaven. It says, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." All right, and that's a huge point too. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So our mind and our heart is with Yahushai. These people's mind and heart is with their money, okay, their fame, their riches. All right, let me jump down. It says, verse 24, "No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon." And these celebrities, they serve mammon, okay, which is the love of money. They love that money. This guy, Rick Ross, is all about money. Even when he was talking about this, he was bragging about, still being proud and arrogant. Here we are in a doomsday situation, and Jake is still being, sottish, which says a lot. Scripture says riches is not commonly for a niggard. All this money and you ain't got no sense. It says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what you shall eat or what you shall drink, or nor yet for your body, what you shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment, right? So you ain't supposed to worry about and what you gonna eat, what you gonna drink, and he's talking about his bunker gonna have wings. Shows you that Jake is lost. Jake is simple. If you knew what was really coming, which is total nuclear annihilation to America, that bunker is just going to be a tomb. Okay, like we was talking about it at camp, it's going to be a pizza oven, man. You'll see those brick pizza ovens. I saw it's going to be a tomb, and it's going to be fire, really, really hot in there. It says, "Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit to your stature?" Okay, so yeah, are you not much better than the birds, the fowls? If you trust in Yahweh BAHASHAM, the Lord is going to take care of you. He's going to feed you. He's going to protect you. He's going to deliver you from this destruction. But you got to first start serving Him. You see, but a lot of for these rappers, they too far gone. Verse 31. It says, therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, these heathens, and even you Jakes that's in a heathen state of mind, but for the most part you following these heathens. That's why he mentioned Elon Musk. You got Mark Zuckerberg. It says, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So us seeking the Most High and His righteousness, we know that we need shelter and food and water and all these things. So like when all hell does break loose, and it is inevitable, it says, take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. And this guy has had 5 heart attacks, man. You might not make it to that bunker. You might be building that bunker for one of the elect men, and his family, So I just thought that was interesting that he had the nerve to say that, man. That just shows you how foolish. Let me grab that too before I go any further, because while I got it on this screen, all I got to say on this screen is just show you how simple our people are. Very simple. This is Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22. It says, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. And Rick Ross don't know who the true God of the Bible is. This guy's a Satan worshiper. I've heard stories about him. Anybody in that world talking about they the biggest boss that you've seen thus far, you had to do some strange things for a piece of change. Okay? It says they are sottish, which means silly or stupid, children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that's why he's bragging and got this stupid look on his face about having a bunker with wings. It's pretty.
It's going down. Y'all know how I love real estate, and I usually like to build and go up. We going underground now. One time for all my doomsday preppers. Elon Musk, I see you. I saw your ground plans. I'm impressed. But guess what? My bunker gonna have a garage. My bunker gonna have wings. Huh? Yeah, we breaking ground. Huge excavations. You gotta have your fluids. I got a water maker, a machine that makes water out of H2O. I got a water maker. We got our canned goods. So if you thinking the brothers ain't ready.
Oh, and when he said we got our canned goods, when he think canned goods gonna save him. But he said if you thinking the brothers ain't ready, which that's code for niggas, because they see you as nothing. They don't see you as brothers, but they'll say hello brother, but they see you as nothing but niggas. So he said you thinking the niggas ain't ready. Yeah, you niggas ain't ready, man. All right.
We ready. I'm excavating.
Foolishness. So I got a couple more. Let me see. Right here it says here we go. It says breaking Bill Cates just called for aggressive do carbon taxes on your family in his WEF speech. Same guy who owns more than a dozen houses, including a 130 million mega mansion, and leaves the AC heat running 24/7. I wonder how much carbon he emitted flying in his private jets to meet Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, they were so many times. He owns 5 of them. By the way, that is not a joke. Look it up. An associate with 5 private jets lecturing us about carbon emissions. Right. So that's one thing. All right. Now let's go here. Let's grab another one. This is this guy Andrew Tate, he's a Jake, but he's rich. You people that are rich in this society, man, you have forsaken YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM. Because of that, now they're all scrambling. The rich are scrambling. It says breaking: Andrew Tate just revealed that he has a bunker, saying, "I don't know how anyone sleeps at night without one." Right. So they this is on all their mind. All right, and one more time, we got Rick Ross. It says there is a reason why many billionaires and celebrities like Rick Ross, all of a sudden rushing to build bunkers in 2024. Prepare now, right? So there's a reason why they're all rushing to build a bunker. Okay, there's a reason why they're all rushing to build these bunkers, man. All right, because they know something is coming. This is a year that something is coming. All right. You can't say you can't say you didn't know. This is Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg is reportedly building a Hawaii compound with plans for an escape hatch, blind doors, and an underground bunker. And Meek Mill, which is Rick Ross's protege, says, "If you can't smell something coming, you a D-head." All right. So there you go. They all know something, and they ain't telling you. All right, they keeping you out of the loop. This right here, it says there are tunnels everywhere in the U.S. They're fully stocked to keep the slave class for the elite alive when they release whatever bioweapon they decide to use to reduce the global population to 800 million-ish, which they really want to bring it down to 500 million, thus the Georgia Guidestones. All right, but that's pretty much the point on that. All right, but you see the mindset. Okay, you see the mindset of these individuals. They know something is coming, so they're gonna leave you people out there. They ain't gonna tell you about it. They're gonna leave you out there. They're all joking back and forth about bunkers while the poor can't afford no bunkers. So what are you gonna do? I'll get right to the point on this. It says it says 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. If you don't receive the love of this truth, this understanding that you might be saved, guess what? You're going to perish. It says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So at the end of the day, if you don't believe in this truth, you're damned. You're through. It's over. There's nothing you can do. There's nowhere you can hide. It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because the Most High hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. You see, so those of you brothers and sisters that get it, that understand, that's true and sincere to the Spirit of YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM, guess what? The Lord sanctified you, of the Spirit, chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. Whereunto ye are called, whereunto he called you by our gospel to the obtaining of the glory of our Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach. So when the Lord gets his glory, that's when we're going to get our glory. All right. Which goes into these celebrities as well, because Rick Ross has had his glory on this side, his constellation on this side. Okay, now it's time, he has come to the end, okay, of his kingdom. Let me go here. I want to go to Luke chapter 6, verse 24. It says, but woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your constellation. Okay, we can go into this word constellation real quick, because Rick Ross have received his constellation. You don't get to, you don't get your kingdom on this side and on the other side. No, you're going to have to burn and come back in your right mind. Okay, so constellation, it says a calling near summons. It says imploration, supplication. It's the word right here.
Strong's G 3874. Paraklesis. Paraklesis.
Paraklesis. It says supplication, entreaty, exhortation, admonition, encouragement. It says consolation, comfort. Okay, so he got his comfort here, and that which affords comfort or refreshment, solace. Okay, it says persuasive discourse, stirring address, instructive, admonitory, conciliatory, powerful, whole. That's not it. It says consolation, exhortation, comfort. These rich, they have been comforted here. Okay, so let me grab it in the NLT. All right, let's grab Luke chapter 6 verse 24 in the NLT. It says, what sorrow awaits you who are rich, for you have your only happiness now. Let's bring that back. It says, and I'm going to go up a little bit actually. It says, Luke chapter 6 verse 22, what blessing awaits you when people hate you and exclude you and mock you and curse you as evil because you follow the Son of Man. So that's what they have done to us for following the Son of Man, our Lord YAHWASHI. It says, when that happens, be happy. Yes, leap for joy, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. And remember, their ancestors treated the ancient prophets the same way, right? So the way these people treat them in the Lord, guess what? You treated the ancient prophets the same way. And the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. So very well, these spirits of these prophets that you see on these streets bringing out this word maybe very well be the ancient prophets from before time. It says, what sorrow awaits you? And look, we don't know who we are in the spirit. So us serving YAHWASHI and YAHWASHI, and ain't none of us perfect. We don't know who we are in the spirit. You don't want to ever get too proud or get too low. Just keep the faith. You don't know who you are in the spirit. You may not be nothing in this world, but the Lord may be doing that so that you can be all that and a bag of chips, as they say, in the kingdom of heaven. All right, and that's our goal. We take the L's now so we can get the ultimate W's. The rich, like Rick Ross and these individuals, they have taken they're getting a W now, and they had to sell out to get it and do evil and wicked things to get it, but they're getting a W now to get an ultimate L later. It says, what sorrow awaits you who are rich, for you have your only happiness now. What sorrow awaits you who are fat and prosperous now? And this guy Rick Ross is definitely fat. It says, for a time of awful for a time of awful hunger awaits you. They talking about, you got wings in my bunker. Yeah. They motherfuckers gonna be eating your ass. People have no idea what's coming. If you knew, you will move differently. You will, walk with fear. You will be mindful of the things that you do and say. But people don't consider. It says, what sorrow awaits you who laugh now, for your laughing will turn to mourning and sorrow. And you saw he was laughing. What sorrow awaits you who are praised by the crowds, for their ancestors also praised false prophets. But to you who are willing to listen, I say, love your enemies, do good to those that hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who hurt you. Right. So that's the point. And that them enemies are talking about your other, your other, Jake got enemies of their own people. Your enemies of your, your enemies of other Jakes. All right. So don't, that's another important thing to understand too. Oh, and this guy, let me grab that real quick. Let's grab that real quick. Because this guy, Rick Ross, he has all these, and I've done videos on it before. Um, he has a huge, he has one of the biggest Jesus pieces, man. Okay, he has a huge, he wear them huge Jesus pieces with the Edomite, Jesus on there and stuff. So he don't know the Lord of the Bible. Okay, let me grab this. It says, "Let them." Judges chapter 10, verse 13. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Right? So let these false gods that you reverence and you worship deliver you in your time of tribulation. Okay? You want to worship, talking about Jesus pieces. Well, guess what? You're going to, be looking for, you know, that same bullshit, man. Okay, let me see. Let me grab this. It says, Amos chapter 9, verse 1. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Salakia. Verse 2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Because you got these super elites. They're gonna try to go into these bunkers, digging into hell, going into these bunkers, or they're gonna try to go up outer space. They're gonna try to go into the heavens to try to escape this judgment. We're gonna have a chariot to zap them down. And I believe that we joked about it, before. You don't hear much about it now, but just got Bishop Nate of the IUIC was trying to get a damn jet. He was trying to get his congregation to buy him a jet. I don't know if they got it or not. Probably ain't heard nothing about it. But yeah, he's trying to get him to buy him a jet, so he can, skate out when all hell breaks loose. It says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, which is a mountain, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Because they got bunkers in the ocean. Salakia. These devils got bunkers in the ocean. They got oil rigs down there and bunkers and stuff down there. They got and they gonna try to go on there to escape these missiles, this thermonuclear annihilation. Okay, the Lord said he will command the serpent, which is Leviathan, and he shall bite them. It says, and though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them, and I will set mine eyes upon them for evil, and not for good. And the Lord Yahawah of hosts is he that toucheth the land, and it shall melt. You hear this? And it shall melt, and all that dwell therein shall mourn, and it shall rise up wholly like a flood, and shall be drowned as by the flood of Egypt. Right? So it's going to be drowned with fire this time. Okay? It is he that buildeth the stories in the heaven, and hath founded his troop in the earth. He that calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. Yahawah is his name. So you're going to know it, and you're going to learn the reverence and Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Okay, let me read a little bit more. Let's jump down to verse 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI are upon a sinful kingdom, which now is America. At first it was us, when we was going off, and now it's America. And these Edomites, it says, I will destroy it off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh, because the Lord destroyed our, our kingdoms off the face of the earth, but He didn't utterly destroy us. Now we're coming back to the Lord. It says, "For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth." Okay, so the Lord is going to sift, the elect out of all these nations. It says, "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us." So you got our people, that think that they just going to continue to live in sin and wickedness, and this is the end all be all, but you're going to be destroyed. All the sinners of our people shall die by the sword, violence. Hence Jacob's trouble. It says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old." So the Lord is raising back up the house of David, "that they may possess the remnant of Edom," the ones that's left, "and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh, that doeth this." Right. So we're gonna have all you heathens for our slaves, and you try to go into them bunkers, we gonna pull you up out of there and put you in slavery. Let me see. Let me grab this real quick. I'm gonna read a little bit more on this. It says, they that made, it's like, verse 13, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahawah, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed." So the slave is going to overtake the slave master. "And the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink of the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them." Right. So this is going to ultimately go into our salvation. The destruction of America and these kingdoms is going to go into our salvation and our deliverance. It says, "And I will plant them upon their land," back in the land of Israel, if their land is purified, "and they shall no more be pulled out of their land, which I have given them, saith Yahweh, thy power." All right. Let me go here real quick. Let's go to Ezekiel. Because all you, these super elites that go into these bunkers, and they got bunkers in Switzerland and stuff, man, where there's neutral zones. If you build a bunker here in America or anywhere near America, you're an idiot. You are poorly informed, and you're gonna melt with this place. Okay. It says let me go right here. It says Ezekiel chapter 39, verse let's go to verse 12. It says, "In 7 months shall the house of Israel be bearing of them, and that they may cleanse the earth." That's like it cleanse the land. "Yeah, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord Yahawah." Because you have all these dead bodies that's going to be all over the earth, man. It says, "And they shall serve out men of continual employment." So the elect are going to be serving out, looking for men, survivors, the remnant that's left, for a continual employment. You're going to have a job. Don't worry about unemployment. You're going to be employed to work. It says, "Passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search." Right. So after this great destruction, you're gonna have the men of the Lord grabbing up these damn elites, throwing them into those bunkers. Slakia, throwing them into I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick. It doesn't really matter, but I definitely want to find it. It says mm, I can't find it. It don't matter. I don't really have it. But basically, you can have these, we gonna gather them up and put them in pits, you know, to wait out their. So lucky, I got an incoming call. But yeah, so we gonna gather these nations up, for slavery, okay? And the first job in that continual employment is they're gonna have to bury all those bodies, man. All right, you have to bury all those bodies, from the great, destruction, you know. So to what cleanse the earth, because you have dead bodies just laying around, and it's gonna, the earth is gonna be, you know, uh, polluted, more sickness and stuff, which we won't be able to get sick because we're gonna have new bodies. But the point is that we cleanse the earth. So that's another thing that you devils are gonna be used for, is to cleanse the earth, cleanse the earth. It says this is Revelation chapter 6 verse 12. It says, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when it is shaken of a mighty wind. This is talking about nuclear annihilation. Because if you think about a fruit tree, whether it be figs or apples or, oranges or any type of, fruit tree, when a strong wind comes through, those fruit fall to the ground, and you can, if you're standing by that tree, you can feel it in the earth, that fruit hitting the ground, it makes a kind of a thud. Well, that's how these missiles are going to rain upon America. All right, they're going to rain upon America, okay, which is Babylon the Great. It says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, which is that mushroom cloud, and every mountain and island removed out of their place. Okay, so this is going to cause a great earthquake. A great, the whole world is going to change forever after this destruction. It says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, like Rick Ross, and the chief captains, the damn chief military men. It says, and the mighty man, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. And it's a movie out too. I believe you can watch it on Prime. It's called The Divide, and you had these people that ran into this bunker that this guy had, to avoid nuclear annihilation. And in the movie they start, fighting, and they was popping the woman one particular woman to death. They was trying to prey upon this little girl. There's a lot of shit going on in that bunker. Good movie to watch though. All right, but so even if you in the bunker, you ain't fucking safe. But it says, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. So they're gonna try to go into these bunkers. It says, and they said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. And that's the spirit they're gonna be in. Trying to hide from YAHAWASHI YAHWUSHI, but you cannot hide from YAHAWASHI YAHWUSHI. Okay, so eventually you will be pulled out of them bunkers, and if not annihilated in them bunkers and turn into a tomb, you'll be pulled out and put into slavery. These ruling elites that have the money, that's going to be in these bunkers, in Switzerland and whatnot. The Lord is only allowing you to do that to save you for slavery. You're gonna be the first fruits of slavery. All right, Rick Ross ain't gonna make it though. Andrew Tate ain't gonna make it. Goddamn, who else? Mark Zuckerberg and his goddamn bunker in Hawaii ain't gonna make it. But the rich, the rich, elites that you never even heard of, those gonna be the ones that's gonna be the first fruits of slavery. It says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Right. So the great day of YAHAWASHI YAHWUSHI's wrath has come, man. Okay. Let me grab this right here. The great day of YAHAWASHI YAHWUSHI's wrath is coming. Who shall be able to stand? Luke chapter 17, verse let me go up a little bit. It says, Luke chapter 17, verse 26. It says, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. Right. So what happened in the days of Noah? It flooded. The Lord flooded earth with water and only saved 8 people. Majority of people died. Well, now the days of the Son of Man is coming. The Lord is going to flood this earth with fire, predominantly America, and only a remnant is going to be delivered. It says, and they did eat. It's like it. They did eat and they drank. They married wives. They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all. So the same thing is going to be happening this time. People are going to be eating and drinking and partying and, clubbing and having a good time. And, every weekend it's a damn wedding going on by where we camp at. They're going to be doing all this. They're going to take that charagma to try to, maintain their lives here. And they're going to be doing all this eating and drinking and still partying it up into that thermonuclear annihilation. It says, likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. So that's going to happen again with the elect. That when the elect are delivered from America, and ultimately, called up in those ships, scripture says, enter into thy chambers. I'm Lord, I can grab that too. But are called up into those ships. That's when the fire is going to, fire and brimstone is going to rain upon America. All right. So it says, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. In that day, he which shall be upon a housetop and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. So if all hell break loose and you're, at your job, don't think about going home. Don't think about grabbing no bug out bag. If you ain't got it with you, then you don't need it. All right. It says, remember Lot's wife. You can't look back. You can't look back. It says, whosoever shall seek, and this is the point, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Right. So like Rick Ross, he's trying to save his life. He's trying to, save himself, which he's going to, end up losing his life. And those of us that have lost our lives here, we ain't got no name here. We ain't got shit here, And when we have lost our lives here for BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI's sake, it says those are going to be the ones that preserve it. All right. It says, I tell you that in that night there shall be 2 men in one bed, and one shall be taken and the other shall be left. 2 women shall be grinding together, and one shall be taken and the other left. 2 men shall be in the field, and one shall be taken and the other left. It says, and they answered and said unto him, where, Lord? And he said unto them, wheresoever the body is, thither will the eagles be gathered together. All right. So, yeah, man. The Lord's, what scripture says, as birds flying shall he deliver Jerusalem. What I had chambers, though. Let me grab that before I forget about that. Because we don't have bunkers, but we have chambers, We have chambers. Lord willing that we be a part of that number, Worthy to be saved. It says Isaiah chapter 26, verse 19. It says, thy dead men shall live together with my dead body. With my dead body shall they arise, awake and sing, ye that dwell in dust. Ye that dwell in dust. For thy dew is as the dew of the herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. Here's the point. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee, which is those ships, those what they call UFOs, the chariots. Go enter into those chambers. It says, and shut the doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. So whoever the elect are, they're going to be beamed up into them ships. Scripture talk about the strangeness of their salvation. They're going to be beamed up into them ships, and to be hidden from that indignation, which is righteous anger of the Most High, be overpassed. Okay? It says, for behold, the Lord Yahawah cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, which is sin, added upon sin. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. So the Lord's going to pretty much, unleash upon this place, man, on another level. Let me grab one more before I close out. I don't want to make this too long. So lucky, but I knew I wanted to, go into some scriptures with this one, so I ain't want to, I want to get some time to knock this out, and I pray be edifying to the hopeful elect. And these are things that, is very, is very near. This day of destruction is coming. That's why these billionaires and celebrities, millionaires and billionaires and celebrities are rushing to build bunkers. Okay, Psalms 91 verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahawah, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, Salakia, which is talking about disease X. They're making all these different, new variants and shit. They about to bring all that back. It says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. This Salakia, his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. So this truth is going to be our shield and buckler. The Lord, you're going to hide under his feathers, and under his wings shall we trust. I don't know damn bunker. It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrows that flieth by day, nor for the darkness that walketh in, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So that pestilence that walketh in darkness is disease. Oh, Slakia, thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, which is those thermonuclear missiles. It says, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday, okay, which is definitely coming. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So you gonna see people, get put to death right before your eyes, but it shall not come nigh thee. It says, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Yahawah, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. So our habitation and refuge is going to be with the Lord, not in no damn bunker. Okay? It says, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. The Lord going to have his angels protecting you. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against the stones. He's going to, they're going to, pretty much you're going to get beamed up, delivered. The Lord will have his angels protecting you. It says, thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample underfoot, because he hath set his love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. That's why it's important to know the name of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI and be serving him. It says, she shall call upon me, and I will answer him. So you got to call. If you call upon somebody, you got to know. First of all, let's think of on a worldly sense. You got to know their number. Well, to call upon the Lord, you got to know his name. It says, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble, and I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Right? And show him my salvation. So with long life, you got men standing here that's not going to die. That's going to live for eternity. You're going to be changed and live for eternity, man. Okay? So we see what's going on in the earth. But with that, we trust that Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI is going to deliver us. And that's our only hope, And that's our only hope. That's where our mindset is at. Not build no bunker, We ain't got the means anyway. And even if we did, it would make no damn sense. At the end of the day, you cannot run from Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. So these, billionaires and celebrities that's trying to build bunkers, they're trying to hide from the Lord and run from the Lord. They think they can outsmart the Lord and save themselves, but you are dreadfully mistaken. With that being said, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Baba Ball, Shalom to the 144,000. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the whole folk scattered abroad. Shalom.